Well, hey guys, what's up? I have you overhead today and I'm just sipping on a little decaf coffee here with some 10 mushroom blend. I've got my biggie mug. Anyways, I am going through and doing a little decluttering, and you guys seem to enjoy these videos where I go through the products that I don't use. I donate all of this to an organization called Project Beauty Share. And it's wonderful. They will take new and gently used products. So stuff that, even stuff like in tubes that you've used, they often will take. They won't take things in like jar packaging. But yeah, I like to send stuff to that. And also some of this stuff I probably will donate to a local women's shelter here in the Houston area as well. Slurping on some coffee. All right, the first product that I have here is Coppertone Glow SPF 30 with Shimma. This is a chemical sunscreen for the body that has a tint in it. The active ingredients that protect against ultraviolet radiation, which is the ultraviolet radiation comes from the sun, contributes to skin cancer by damaging your DNA, mutating the DNA in your skin cells, and also penetrates deeply into the deeper layers and annihilates your collagen, leading to wrinkles, and also contributes to hyperpigmentation. So the ingredients that protect against that are avobenzone, which covers UVA1 and UVA2, homosalate, octisalate, and octocrylene, all of which cover UVB. But this product is nice in that it also has as an inactive ingredient iron oxides, which is part of what gives it a tint. Using a sunscreen that has iron oxides, namely tinted sunscreens have those, is nice because iron oxides are an ingredient that can protect against pro-pigmenting wavelengths of visible light, which is particularly germane to individuals who have darker skin types that heal with post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. That post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation can be driven by pro-pigmenting wavelengths of visible light and the blue light wavelengths. I have a whole video talking about this. The only ingredients that can protect against that are iron oxides, which are an inactive ingredient in sunscreens that are tinted, as well as zinc oxide, which is an active sunscreen ingredient. So just using a zinc sunscreen can get you some coverage against that, but you're gonna be left with a cast. So using the best option is to use a zinc sunscreen that has iron oxides in it. But anyways, this product, you know, I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie, although it has fragrance, which I always caution you guys to avoid, particularly in sunscreen, so it's not something I'm gonna recommend that you guys go out and buy. It also has SD alcohol, which can be drying, but on the body, particularly in the summer, and for people who are oily, sometimes people really like sunscreens that have a little bit of SD alcohol in them because they're not greasy. So there's that, and then it really doesn't give much of a tint on your skin. I don't know if you'd be able to really appreciate it. It really doesn't leave much of a tint on the skin. It comes out really pearlescent, and it mostly just kind of gives a shimmer as it says. It goes on sheer with a little bit of glitter. It has mica in it, which is part of what gives it that glittery, shimmery look. I don't even know if you can appreciate that. I mean, I can't even tell. It just kind of goes on transparent. But when you look really carefully, there is some shimmer and shine to that, which we're gonna have to look at for the rest of this video. Anyways, yeah, the mica that gives it the shimmer, that can be a little irritating, so not a great ingredient, but the nice thing about this is one of the few tinted body sunscreens that I can find in the drugstore. The other one is the Australian Gold Botanic, which you guys love. A lot of you all love, but for me, for whatever reason, every single Australian Gold Botanic sunscreen causes a horrible irritant dermatitis. I can't tolerate any of their sunscreens. I think it's the Cockadoo Plum. All right, I have not even bothered to open this because it's not something I would ever use or tell you guys to go buy, but this is Exuviance Age Reverse Hydro Firm. This is really nothing more than a basic moisturizer, except it has fragrance and it's expensive. It's shea butter based, which, I mean, honestly, Aveeno makes a ton of shea butter based moisturizers. So does CeraVe Skin Renewing Night Cream. You could get the purple one that I reviewed for you guys. Much better choice than this, less costly and fragrance free. This they add fragrance. And so, you know, I can't recommend this. Like, it doesn't have any salient properties to it that make it unique to to justify the price. I guess wait, I'll hold my breath on that. Let me take that back. Maltobionic acid is kind of, Exuviance is kind of known for polyhydroxy acids in their products. So this one's got maltobionic acid, which is a polyhydroxy acid. I talked about it in my video on alpha hydroxy acid. So if you want more information on PHAs, check out that video. But maltobionic acid is one polyhydroxy acid, and it can function as a humectant as well as a very gentle exfoliant. This also has copolymers, which many moisturizers do, that can kind of scatter light and give a brightening effect just by light scattering. But yeah, this is not anything I would ever tell you guys to go out and buy. It's just, you know, there's nothing particularly outstanding about this that justifies the price point. You know, you're paying for some of these words that they put on the box, like dermatologist developed, age reverse, lifts, firm, strengthens. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to do any of that. It's a moisturizer. Most moisturizers will kind of do the same effect as far as hydration and reducing transepidermal water loss and improving the appearance of wrinkles and fine lines just through space filling. You don't need an expensive scented version of that. So that's going to go on its way as well. All right, this is something that I obviously have no use for because I have not had a cesarean section, but I love Scar Away and recommend it for you guys. If you have any type of scar, this is great. I have a video on scars, many videos on scars, and I still get questions about, can I do a scar video? I have lots of scar videos: acne scars, keloid scars, lasers for scars, thick scars, TCA cross for scars. I've got a lot, so try the search bar or try the Q&A playlist if you're looking for them. But this is something I always recommend to you guys. It can help in improving the healing outcome of scars to wear silicone-backed scar sheets. So this is one that is shaped, Scarway is a great brand. This is one that's shaped to go nicely on the lower abdomen for over the C-section scar. So that, you know, will find itself a home as well. All right, this is a serum by MD Solar Science. I love MD Solar Science because they have a lot of fantastic mineral sunscreen. They make some fantastic products. This is not one I would ever tell you guys to go out and buy or recommend or personally use. It is a evening facial repair serum. So this is gonna be like a lightweight moisturizer. So somebody will derive benefit from using that aspect of it. It has peptides in it, which are wonderful humectants. It has niacinamide, which can be great for brightening. The main reason why I would not tell you guys to go out and buy it yourselves, you know, it's expensive, but it's got lavender oil in it, which is basically fragrance. So I don't think this is good. You know, if you want a peptide serum like this, I personally have used and prefer the Color Science Pep Up, but it is really, really expensive. Some alternatives though, you know, you guys seem to enjoy the Ordinary one. I've not tried that myself, but I think that is a more affordable one. And then in my peptide video, I've talked about some other moisturizers that have peptides in them I think are a better option. The other issue is that it has tea tree leaf oil in it, and tea tree leaf oil is, oh gosh, it's one of those everybody likes to use, and you can see beneficial effects from using it. It's been shown to be helpful for acne, for toenail fungus, for psoriasis, a variety of things. But the issue with tea tree oil, as with all essential oils, is that they're not a pure substance. They are a bag of different compounds. So each time you use a tea tree oil, you're using something different. You know, tea tree oil is not a reproducible ingredient, and it's very susceptible to degradation, and when it degrades, it can be highly sensitizing and irritating. So I don't recommend really chasing after tea tree oil, but I do have videos talking about it, explaining what it's been shown to be useful for, and a lot of people use it, and it is in a lot of skincare products, but it is one that can definitely cause issue. But all right, I'm going to talk about this product, but I guess one of the frustrating things for doing these decluttering videos, and even when I do my videos where I walk through a store, is that it's not searchable content for you guys. So in other words, I may talk about something and address something in a video like this, But for new people coming to my channel, or for people who just don't watch that particular video, they miss it because it doesn't have, it's not a searchable title. So for example, I'm going to talk about why I don't recommend facial mists right here and right now, but I'll still get questions. Do you recommend facial mists? Because the nature of this video is not going to be searchable for people looking for information on facial mists. So that's just a little bit of, you know, some of the things that sometimes if I repeat a lot of content, it's because I'm trying to get it to people who are looking for it. But anyways, in this video, I'll explain why I don't recommend facial mists. They basically, a lot of them are nothing more than perfume, including this one by Color Science. Their hydrating mist has limonene and linalool, both of which are fragrance ingredients and part of what fragrance manufacturers use to make perfumes, and can degrade, be irritating, cause vasodilation, redness. When you spray these mists on your face, the hydrating component just evaporates right off. And so in doing so, it actually dries out your skin more and leaves behind a residua of irritating compounds. I don't recommend a rose water spray or any kind of facial mist. I would say the exception to that is just a plain fragrance-free hyaluronic acid spray that you spray on the face, and then you put on a moisturizer on right away so that you seal in any trans epidermal water loss. But this is not a good one because of fragrance. Wait, before I go on to that, here's another mist. And you know, people like to use mists because they're fun. So skincare companies like to make mists and tell you that they're necessary. Here's BioClarity. They made a rose mist as well that I'm going to send on its way for reasons that I explained. The BioClarity one has but rose can contain those same compounds, limonene and linalool. This also has witch hazel. It's a common astringent that people can be irritated by as well. So this really, you know, is not something that you should go chasing, in other words, but I'm gonna send it on its way, and that's that. Another rainbow chase is sheet masks. I would say 95% of the time, they are more trouble than they're worth, more likely to cause problems than benefit, and I say skip them. There are some rare exceptions, but even the rare exceptions are still not going to revolutionize anything. Doing these once in a while is not going to hurt you, but they do tend to have just nothing but fragrancy irritating ingredients that can cause irritation. But anyways, I love ordering from YesStyle. I get a lot of great Japanese and Korean skincare products from YesStyle, as well as home and lifestyle goodies. They have some adorable planner and stationery stuff that I was just drooling over. Anyways, they often will send you a freebie. That's going on its way. And then Pharmacy sent me their brightening coconut gel sheet mask. What does this have in it? Beta glucans, which are wonderful humectants, radish ferment filtrate, but the fragrance in this is going to be your orange peel oil, your lime peel oil, and bergamot, which is kind of a citrus that can also contain compounds that are photoirritants and photoallergens. So I guess the main benefit from doing sheet masks capitalizes on the principle of wet wrap therapy. So check out my video on the Aveeno, on colloidal oatmeal. I show you guys how to do a sheet mask with colloidal oatmeal in that video. So that would be a way to use sheet masks in a beneficial way, but these, they tend to, this is like slumber party stuff, you know, it's not real true skincare and can usually only just cause problems. All right, next up is from Make Prem. I reviewed their sunscreen. I don't recommend it or like it. It has fragrance in it, and so yeah, it's not a good sunscreen. But I got this as like a PR gift somehow. It's their Chaga Concentrate Essence. This is kind of just like a moisturizing liquid. So you can put this onto damp skin. Chaga is a medicinal mushroom, and mushrooms in skincare products are not out of the realm of reasonable. Mushroom extracts like shiitake, they do have a lot of humectants and antioxidants, and you know, there are some small, tiny studies showing perhaps benefit. But again, this is a rainbow chase, you guys, a rainbow chase, and could potentially only lead to irritation, but this actually does not have fragrance in it. I'm also gonna send the Paula's Choice C15 Super Booster and the 10% Niacinamide Booster. I talked about these products in a video titled Layering. So I talked about them, but I've never used them myself. I just talked about the ingredients and kind of the concept of layering. I love Paula's Choice for the most part. The products are all fragrance free. You know, after she sold her company, they've gotten more into a lot of cosmeceuticals that she wasn't so much about in the beginning. And I know a lot of her followers kind of lost confidence in the brand after that, but I do still think the products are decent and do what they say. You know, they're not too gimmicky. Although that being said, that was it, that berry serum they came out with? Yeah, that was goofy. But anyways, so check that video out. But I never even opened these; they're still in the box, so I'm gonna send those on their way as well. You guys know I don't use makeup. I don't wear makeup, and I cannot stand lipstick. And matte lipstick or liquid lipstick is definitely not something I have any interest in using. This company Miraness, however, sent me without, I don't know how they found me, but they sent me their liquid lipsticks. And this is the color Dazzle. I'm not going to swatch them because then somebody else can't use them. And Stunner. I have no idea if these are any good, but you know, this is definitely something that will find a home in a women's shelter for sure. All right, so next up I've got some hyaluronic acid serums that I'm going to send away. Hyaluronic acid is a humectant that basically just holds on to water. It's already in moisturizers, but if you want to kind of plump up the skin, hydrate the skin, and improve the appearance of wrinkles and fine lines, applying a hyaluronic acid kind of gel, serum, whatever you want to call these different products, applying that onto your skin after you've cleansed and your skin is damp can just really hold on to some extra water. And then after you put it on, you immediately have to cover it with a basic moisturizer. Otherwise, the water that the hyaluronic acid is holding on to will just evaporate out of your skin and lead to dryness. I've covered this in my videos on moisturizers, but I have a variety of hyaluronic acid-based products here. I have tried out the Mizan one for you guys in a skincare routine video. I was not impressed with this. Pretty watery. I think the newer one that I've been trying from CosRx is much better, and also the Physicians Formula. Yeah, I think the Physicians Formula Vitamin Booster is much better, and I think the CosRx one that I reviewed for you guys in the past is also pretty good. I wouldn't go for this. I know Mizan has several products, but I've never found one that I've thought to be useful. But this is fragrance free, so you know, there's that. Trader Joe's hyaluronic acid serum. I didn't like this, you guys. Pretty watery and kind of stings a little bit. This is not fantastic, but it's not bad. So I'm gonna send that on its way. And then I've never opened this. I can't comment on the viscosity of the La Roche-Posay Hyalu B5 serum, but this they put fragrance in. You gotta be careful with La Roche-Posay, Neutrogena, Aveeno, all these brands that get away with being the dermatologist's favorites brands. Sometimes they all go off, you know, on a line and put a bunch of fragrance in it. So this is one such ingredient. I would never recommend you guys buy this. It's a more expensive drugstore hyaluronic acid serum product, and it has fragrance in it. So this is not gonna be helpful to you guys. And so, all right, and then the last thing that I'll talk about in this video, and then we'll wrap it up, is the Aveeno Positively Radiant Overnight Hydrating Facial. I got this, I think, at a meeting. I didn't actually pay for this because it has fragrance in it. So that would be the reason why I don't recommend using this. This is a product that you're supposed to smooth on over your cleansed face 2 to 3 times a week instead of a night cream for deeply hydrated, radiant skin, which is kind of goofy, honestly, because the product itself, outside of the fragrance, is not too bad. This is definitely something that if it didn't have fragrance in it, you could use it every night as your moisturizer. The Aveeno Positively Radiant line, I don't recommend it because all of the products have fragrance, but all of the products have soy in them, and soy is an ingredient that can inhibit some of how pigment is transferred around and impart a brightening effect. I've talked about it in several videos, including my review of the, what is that? Expensive French cream with fragrance in it. Ombre Elise, that's it, Ombre Elise. My video reviewing Ombre Elise, I talked about soy. So in that video, I even talked about Aveeno's Positively Radiant line. I don't recommend them, but the idea that you would use this a few nights a week instead of a moisturizer is kind of dumb, because they're basically selling you 2 tubs. One, their other moisturizer that you're supposed to use every night, and then this, and they're pretty much the same thing. So it's kind of goofy, and you know, whatever. So I'm gonna send that on its way. Somebody will find, use it. It'll be helpful to someone. So yeah, that is everything that I'm decluttering today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna do a few more as I'm standing here, because I have a lot of stuff, but so stay tuned for the next one. Check the description box. I will put the link to Project Beauty Share in case you guys want to get rid of some stuff yourselves. No, it's not sponsored. I just, you know, it's a helpful service for a variety of reasons. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.